Something happened recently that really threw me in a spiral. I have this feeling my GF has cheated on me in the past and I can't shake the feeling off. Here's what happened. We were watching some videos on her phone where a video appeared and she immediately swiped off it. I simply asked why she skipped it and her reaction was kinda shocking and not her usual self. She said something along the lines of, "I don't need to explain anything to you, so just F off." That level of aggressiveness was weird and extremely off-putting, so I told her that she got me concerned at that point and that her reaction was unnatural. Her next sentence shook me, and this is the point where I suspected something was seriously off. "Either you drop it, or I show you the video, but I immediately break up with you afterwards." This really put me in an ultimatum. She did nothing to convince me otherwise. I said I'd drop it, but the whole vibe was off. She obviously got upset by that and claimed that it's a video of her friend making out with some guy. Which, lie or not, is really weird. For one, why would she have that on her phone? And second, she hasn't spoken to that friend in a year, and her phone is only a few months old. I tried forgetting about it, but it stuck with me, especially since she is a cheating apologist and her father is a chronic cheater. Now, when I mention stuff regarding our relationship, she pulls the controlling and suffocating card. Now I feel like I'm going insane. She painted me as a control freak, or as insecure, and I'm not really sure of what the reality of things are. I'm scared of talking to my friends about it because we have a lot of mutuals. Edit, woke up to a bunch of comments, some rightfully direct at my stupidity. We plan to see each other this week, either tomorrow or the day after. I will bring up her reaction and the way she treated me, and break it off. I won't ask to see the video. I don't think it will make a difference either way. Since a few of you asked, I will post an update soon. Update: something happened recently that really threw me in a spiral. Hey guys. This in an update of this post. So, for context, please check that out. I took your guys' advice and I confronted her a day ago. It went something like this. We met up yesterday for dinner. She was unusually cheerful and positive, seemingly excited for the date. I honestly believe she put up that front because she knew I was gonna bring this up, and wanted me to seem like the bad guy and guilty for ruining her mood. We sat down. I was obviously nervous and a bit more reserved. She was very talkative, basically not allowing me to say anything. She would follow a question with another question with another. Basically trying to postpone me bringing it up, or hoping that I will eventually forget about it. I interrupted her, and said I needed to talk about something more serious, then followed up with the fact that the way she acted towards me and towards the whole situation was unfair and borderline abusive. Her, pretty much fake, smile was immediately gone, and she instantly got annoyed. She said something along the lines, "You know, if you're gonna be bringing this up the whole night, I don't want to have dinner with you." Basically positioning to walk away. Now, to note, this type of childlike behavior has happened in the past, and my dumbass, without fail, would always convince her to stay, or change topic, or chase her down the street as she would be walking off. I would always acquiesce and we would go by her way. Again, very childlike. This time was different though. I just said, "Okay," and she said fine, then and started walking away. Usually it takes a minute or so for me to start chasing her down, but I just apologized to the waiter for his troubles, and went home. At this point I was half to tears because, again, I would always try to remedy the situation, and it isn't in my nature to just drop something like this. Ranted to myself for a few minutes and decided to cool off with a show. After an hour or so she called. I picked up and she was crying, saying stuff like, "Why do you always have to ruin everything?" That's when I snapped, "Ruin everything? What about how you treat me like a doormat? How about the fact that I have to walk on eggshells when I talk with you? How about you hiding the video from me and giving me BS afterwards?" At this point she said that she knew I was still stuck up on the video, but I said that it's not about the video anymore, it's just how I've been treated. At this point I started talking about how I was treated, and, in my opinion, in an effort to divert the conversation, she said, "Fine, it's not a video of my friend making out." I snapped back, saying that I didn't give a shit about the video anymore and that I was out, that this was over. She tried to get me to listen, and we were kinda talking over each other, but she managed to say what the video was about. In her words, it was a video of her making out with a guy, but that it was just at around the same time as we started dating, and since we weren't official yet she thought it was fine to see her options. All I said was, yeah, and I love how you kept that video around for safekeeping months into us dating. She said she already deleted it and she was sorry. I was kinda over it though, and said that it wasn't about the video anymore and that I was done. All she said at the end was okay, if you say so. That's it, she is now blocked on everything. Honestly, I am inclined to believe this story more than the other one, but I am also inclined to not give a fuck. I am still shook up about it, and adrenaline is pumping just by typing this, but I am glad this nightmare is over.